Hello, ladies, gentlemen. Welcome to a first ever New World survey video. So this is going to be my personal. I don't know what this survey is about yet, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. I've done one survey in the past, didn't record a video on it. This one will record a video on it, and this is going to be my experience from playing this game for about 5,000 hours, basically full timing it since the release. So let's go ahead and click on this survey. And let's get right into it. So thank you for taking the time to give us your feedback about New World. Absolutely, we love to do it. We value your opinion and look forward to hearing from you. Please do not include any personal identifiable information. All right, in any feedback you provide, this survey is anonymous, and inclusion of any personal identifiable information could invalidate your feedback. Understood. Let's get into it. What country are you playing from? Okay, well, now you guys all know I'm Slovenian. There we go. What is the server region of my highest level character? So I have 3 characters. All of them are US Central. And then I have 1 character in North America as well. So I have 4 characters, all 6 to 5 gear score. The following questions are about technical issues, such as bugs, lag, queue time, servers, and performance problems. To get times, responses, updates, information on workarounds, and okay, that's like whatever. Okay. Have you experienced any technical issues that have impacted your play experience? Let's think. So basically stuff like lags and bugs. So lately, musket bugs have been a thing, right? Let's do it together with the chat. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking here? I'm thinking I need some reminding. Here. So I don't think it was... Vine's FPS drop. That's a huge one, Black, yeah. So I think moderate negative impact would make sense here. Please describe the technical issue that had the most serious impact on your play experience. Using vines in OPR or war scenarios often results in extreme FPS drop, going from 60 to like 10, for example, for a split second. Okay. And then maybe we could do another one, and low FPS in areas with a lot of players. Example, wars. Okay. Oh, and okay, let's do that one as well. So low FPS in areas with a lot of players, using vines in OPRs or wars, or anywhere really. Then we have weapon switch FPS bug after being logged into the game for like example 2 hours or more. Okay, do we have anything else? I think this is probably the ones that are actually like impacting us the most at the moment. The weapon switch bug, the vines dropping your frames to absolute Narnia, and then the weapon switch, and then low FPS when there's a lot of people. Sure, that works. Let's go next. The remainder of the questions in the surveys are about your gameplay experience in UR outside of technical issues. Alright, let's go. What level is your primary character? Max. What is my current expertise? Max. Do you feel about overall experience in New World? I think I would be like unfair if I didn't say I strongly like the game, right? I don't think somebody that doesn't like the game would put 5,000 hours into it. But a part of me wants to say like, because I feel like the game can be so much better. You guys see what I mean? Like, I would love to say this, but I feel like I have to say this. We'll do like. How do you feel about the rate of progression in the following aspects? Okay, so weapon mastery. To me, I don't really care. Weapon mastery, it can be between too slow or just right, in my opinion. I wouldn't say way too slow. It's definitely not way too fast. It's not too fast, so I'm picking between too slow or just right. I'm gonna say it is slightly too slow. Crafting. I think crafting is good. I mean, I maxed out my expertise in fresh, and it felt good. It felt good. Gathering, I think it's fine. I think they got gathering down at this point. Faction reputation, I think it's also fine. It doesn't take too long to get to max level and stay there. I think that's fine. Character level, we leveled it on fresh. So if they do the update from 40 to 60, it's going to be just right. But because there's no update there, the levels from 40 to 60 take actually too slow, I'd say. But at the same time, it takes like a day to get to 60. But I do believe people absolutely hate the progress between 40 and 60. So I wouldn't call it just right. I would, like, for my personal preference, the leveling is actually too fast. But most people will probably respond with these two. But I'm a grinder, so for me, getting from 1 to 60, I think it was a bit too fast. That's for me personally. Refining, yeah, but it is boring. That's the thing. So I think the leveling should be more exciting, but slower. Does that make sense? I don't know. Refining, smelting, woodworking, leatherworking, weaving. I think that they got the crafting stuff down, I'm pretty sure. Territory standing, however, that's a whole nother story. I do believe this is too slow. If you want to get 300 on every territory, I do believe... I mean, unless you do like crafting and you do like a bunch of like potions or you do a bunch of armoring, it does take a long time to get to 300. So let's just say it's a little bit too slow. But also it could be just right because, you know, it can be one of those things where it takes time to accomplish. How do you feel about availability of the following in-game resources? Coin? I mean, coin is fine. I think coin is fine. Crafting material seems fine. And Azoth, I mean, we get too much Azoth. I mean, it's fine, right? What I would like on Azoth, right? I would like it to be... instead of 1000 limit, like 10,000 limit. So you can do like massive crafts, for example. That's what I would personally do. Or uncapped, exactly. Or like cap it on like 10k or 100k. So it would be one of those resources that you could really stack up and then use. And then stack up and then use. So I don't think they have this sort. I don't think they have Azoth down very well. We move it on. How do you feel about each of the following aspects of the game? Navigations and travel. Okay, so this could be, honestly, in my opinion, it could be a little, maybe a little more cleaner. And what I mean with that is, for example, when you are in group and one of your group members is in a city, it's so annoying to like teleport to that city. So I'm gonna say I'm slightly dissatisfied just because of that simple aspect. It's very easy fix though. Gathering is pretty satisfying in this game, absolutely. Main story quests, I'm gonna go with neutral, even though the new leveling experience is pretty good. Refining, it's pretty satisfying. Crafting, okay, so this is where I'm actually gonna go dissatisfied, and let me explain to you why. I absolutely loved crafting before the recent update, because every single thing you rolled, you would be like, oh, is it legendary? Is it legendary? And then it'd be like, oh, no. And the next one, is it legendary? Is it legendary? Oh, no. But now you get, boom, everything in one go. And it's like, it's not that much hype to it. So what I want them to do is have the ability to have two ways of crafting. Either one by one by one by one by one, or all together. And you could do that very easily with one button that would say craft all, or craft one by one, or just craft one, you know, like two different buttons that would, and then you'd be able to decide how do you want to display items that you just crafted. That's my little feedback on this topic. Do you engage in group gameplay? Absolutely. Leader of POD on my chest. I like that there was an option to I wanted to but couldn't. How do you feel about the following social features? Emotes. I mean, honestly, I didn't expect this to be here. Emotes are... I mean, I guess they're fine. Voice chat. I don't really use it, but we use it for war just to see, like, the top of the people. Speaking of that, I'm just gonna go on a little rant here. In wars, instead of having, like, the voice chat bubble on top of your group, there should just be, like, a nice little, let's say, green symbol on top of your group members, so you could quickly see where they're positioned in the battlefield throughout the whole time. But voice chat is probably pretty bad. Friends are very buggy, so I'm gonna say dissatisfied. Like if you're searching for your friends, a little bit of a mess. Text chat is okay, I think. And groups, what do we think with groups here? I guess group chat maybe? I don't know what is meant by groups, so I'm just gonna say neutral here because I'm not exactly sure what they're asking of me. Yeah, exactly what Gims is saying. You would need to scroll down and then back up on the friend chat to even see who is online. So I'm gonna say dissatisfied here on the groups as well. Let's move on here. How do we feel about each of the following aspects of the game? Finding a group for multiplayer activities. I think this could be even better. Sure, they did a group finder. I think they could do. They could build up on it. I don't think they did the fundamentals, but they forgot to build up on those fundamentals. So finding a group is actually. I mean, I guess it's fine, but I kind of want. I'm tempted more towards this left side right here, more towards the dissatisfied. Corrupted portals. Oh, this is. I do not like corrupted portals whatsoever. I think corrupted portals need like an overhaul. It's just the same thing over and over again. Wait, why is this here? War. I do like wars. It's the only reason why I've played this game for that much. I do like wars. Expeditions. I like expeditions. Managing a company. I like it because I do it. What I do think we need as a... actually, maybe this is what I could go the other direction and actually say I'm not satisfied. Because I have a feeling that if we just had something like here's some ideas, right? To just make managing a company better. First of all, knowing who's depositing and who's taking money from the company. Okay? Second of all, having like a clan storage or a clan hall or like something where like people could like contribute to, even like having like a governor, like the random example, but having like a governor or consuls be able to like build this giant ass clan building and have everybody from the clan members contribute to it. But definitely like a financial logbook. So we're gonna say dissatisfied here actually. Housing, it could be more, but let's say we're satisfied with the housing. Actually, no, we are dissatisfied because what housing needs, and hear me out on this one, what housing needs is, first of all, an ability to place all your trophies in, and either, hear me out on this one, either a gold sink where you can put all your trophies into one trophy, yeah, and pay like 250k or 500k to always have all the trophies activated, massive gold sink, plus massive quality of life. Or you make it so you can put as many trophies in your house as possible, and then you have a menu where you can activate or deactivate the trophies that you want to run. Because right now the trophy system, absolute dog shit. Other than that, I do like the housing. But I'm gonna say dissatisfied just because of that. But another thing they could do on the houses is have like, let's say, I'm gonna say wardrobe. It's because RuneScape does it quite well. Wardrobe, where, for example, you could store your items. You could store smelting, let's say 6 to 5 let's just say it would need to be 6 to 5, right? 6 to 5 smelting gear, tanner gear, weaver gear, stone cutting gear, any gear you have. Store it in your house, maybe with another gold sink, let's say 100k. I don't know, like they can come up with the prices, but they can add gold sink to all of that. Put your items into that wardrobe and that actually acting on whatever you're doing in the game. Because right now, I personally and like thousands of others are running around the game with 17 different sets of armor for skilling and shit. It's just boring. Allow us to put it in a house or in a storage. In the house, like in a little wardrobe, let's call it, magical wardrobe, whatever you want to call it, and then have the effect of, let's say, skinning buff or like woodcutting buff or whatever be present just because it's in your home. And maybe to make it like extra worth it, have it so that gear has to be 6 to 5 gear score. Alright, and all of a sudden you have the shard sync, maybe coin sync, and actual quality of life update. So yeah, That's my, like, I'm just throwing my suggestions out there for full-on quality of life. 50v50 invasion PvE, if I have to log in for another day, log into an invasion, wait 15 minutes, then AFK for 20 minutes for interesting waves to start happening, and then fucking doing it for 5 minutes and then it ending. Invasion is the most boring thing in the game, and it's a full-time job. I guarantee you nobody likes invasions, or if somebody likes invasions, it's like less than 1% of players. It is full-time job, and it's a full-time annoying job, especially if you're an owner of multiple cities. Invasion needs either a full overhaul, or make it so it is like an event that you queue into. Okay, just like we can queue into OPR, just like we can queue into 3v3, let us queue into an invasion. Give people that are into PvE a chance to queue up into a PvE game mode, but make it interesting, make it hard, make it challenging, assign roles to players, give them good rewards at the end of the invasion, right? Give people a reason to want to play invasion. Make it super fucking hard to beat. Yeah, so people are gonna full try hard like Dex builds, full try hard like Corrupted Ward. They're gonna be using Honing Stones. We're gonna have Bob the Builders. We're gonna have people on the repeaters. It's gonna be exciting. Right now it's shit. It's a full-time job. It needs an overhaul for sure. OPR, I've played it so much, I can't like say I'm dissatisfied, but I have to, because everybody's playing both. I've played like, I'm probably one of the people that has played the most OPRs in this game, because that's all I do every day. I probably have like multiple thousands of OPR wins at this point. And first of all, couple of suggestions regarding OPR. We need a new map. It's getting boring to queue up into the same map. And the map needs to be smaller, and the map needs to be without PvE. Okay? What you can do is you can have an OPR map that we have right now, and then you can build another OPR map that is, let's say, put in Brimstone, and it is completely empty ground of sand, and it has no PvE mechanics and just one fort. Yeah, and you can call it Capture the Hill or King of the Hill, and you have multiple entrances into this fort. Okay, and the people that stand in the fort for the longest tick the point up. As you're inside, you're ticking the point, ticking the point, ticking the point. Somebody else breaches, kills you, they're now ticking the point. You can have the OPR tick system, that's perfectly fine. As long as the rewards are good in the end of it, people will play it, people will love it. People really just want a smaller OPR map, but you can build up on what we already have. So you could build King of the Hill, you could build Capture the Flag, you could even, like, as stupid as, like you could even do a team deathmatch, for all we know. Like, literally, you could have people spawn in, kill equals point. You die, you spawn, kill equals point. And just have a smaller map where people can really brawl and fight, like really experience the PvP. Because right now, OPR is a bunch of decks, bunch of backcapping, bunch of running back and forth. It's just not quite it, okay? It's not quite it. Elite chest runs, I mean, we did it when we needed to do it. I'm not a fan of it. Some people are. We won't say strongly dissatisfied. 3v3 arenas, the rewards. What sucks for 3v3 arenas are the rewards. The rewards are just not good enough. If 3v3 arenas had like a third of an OPR reward pool, very good. Like, they could literally give you an arena crate. For example, OPR chest gives you like 5 items or 4 items, right? Arena chest could give you 1 item. Just give us rewards. People love rewards in this game. We don't like to just play and get nothing in return. That's my few opinions on that. How do I feel about the rate of acquisition of the following? Okay, so Obsidian Gypsum for the elite bosses. I mean, sure, this one's fine. Arenas, sure. I haven't really done gypsums in a long time, boys. Not gonna lie. Topaz, sure. Amethyst, Corrupted Portals, maybe is a little too slow getting 7 of those. Crafting is just right. Sapphire Expeditions is okay. Diamond from Event seems okay. And Ruby from the OPR seems fine. This is how I would go about this. Have you changed any settings during your time with the game? I mean, of course. Have you had any difficulty seeing and or reading text on screen while playing New World? No. Have I had any difficulty with the controls or settings related to controls? Nah. I don't think so. Please rate the following aspects of the world bosses that have been featured in New World. Turkulon. Okay. I mean, listen. Turkulon, it was fun for the first 2 times, and then it was just kind of boring, right? I mean, mechanics were not there. Overall, it was whatever. And the rewards were... I guess the little chest was fine, right? Pardon, I need to burp. There we go, fixed. We'll go neutral on the rewards, but the mechanics were lacking. Balfazu, I think that was the guy with the... Was that the... What's it called? The pumpkin time. How do you say it? The pumpkin time in English? Halloween, yeah. That was actually cool, because this one looked cooler to me than Turkulon. So this one, the rewards were... I mean, the rewards were kind of like, okay. Boss mechanics, I don't think they're whatever, because it's just a Zerg fight, right? You just run there, you get it. But I guess I'm just gonna go neutral on this one. Winter Warrior, oh my god. The rewards were good, the boss mechanics were shit, and overall this boss was shit. If you didn't have enough people, it would take like 25 minutes to kill. It was so boring, I didn't like it, I hated it. Frame drops was down to 15. My computer was borderline exploding whilst trying to kill it. I didn't like him at all. Like, my PC, when I would enter the little ice area, like 100% fan usage. Like, I don't know why. The optimization probably just... My PC might have died a little bit, but it's okay. We go next. The following questions of the Winter Convergence event. Did you participate? Yes, I did. Did I participate in the event the first time it occurred? Of course I did. If the event happens again, do you think you would participate in it? Well, I'm addicted to the game, so I probably would. Which of the following updates would you most want to see in the event? Which of the following updates would you want to see in the event it happens again in December? Oh, the next December. Wait, which would you most want to see in the event if it happens again in December? More story quests. Do not want. Better rewards. Strongly want. World boss event. Somewhat want. New activity like Glamites or Lost Present. Snowball throwing, sure. Sure. Dynamic world events like Corrupted Breaches but themed to the event. Okay, sure, yeah, why not? Hidden items to find. I mean, sure. Give them options, right? Why not? How do you feel about the balance of the weapons in PvE? Sword and Shield is just right for tanking. Rapier is just right. If you're low con DPS, Rapier can be really good. Hatchet? Leaning towards overpowered because of the invincibility, invulnerability, defy death, slightly overpowered. Spear, just right, nice with skewer. Great Axe in PvE. I mean, Great Axe is realistically good in like depths to clump up mobs. It's not bad. I think Great Axe is just right. Great Axe doesn't need to be strong in PvE, realistically. Greatsword is a bit overpowered. Warhammer is right. Bow is weak. Musket weak. Blunder weak. Fire Staff weak. Life Staff is, well, either between just right or overpowered, but just right. Ice Gauntlet seems weak and VG seems actually just right. That's how I would go about this. How do I feel about the balance of the weapons in PvP? Oh, Lord Jesus. Here we go. Sword and Shield is good. Rapier, for the first time ever, I'm actually going to say the Rapier is good. Hatchet, overpowered as fuck. Spear is fine. Great Axe is leaning towards overpowered, but it's fine. Great Axe is actually fine. Greatswords, get it out, bro. Nerf that. Greatsword needs nerf. My god, we've waited long enough. Hammer is good. Bow, say OP. Musket OP. Blunder is actually weak right now. Fire Staff is very weak. Life Staff is just right. IG is just right. And VG is just right. Let's double check this. Sword and Shield is actually maybe even underpowered. Rapier seems fine. Hatchet is OP as fuck. Spear seems fine or underpowered, but I think fine is okay. In small PvP is good. In this, yeah. Fighter, don't worry about it, man. It's all good. It's all good. Great Axe was just right. The Greatsword is OP. Warhammer is right. Bow is OP. Musket is OP. Blunderbuss is weak. Fire Staff is weak. Actually, Blunderbuss, I kind of would go here, maybe. Blunder isn't weak. I think Blunder is in a good position. A good player can really make it work. Sword and Shield underpowered, it's stupid strong in light armor. Yeah, but Hatchet and Greatsword just does it better. I guess we could go with the just right. I think that's how I'd go. I definitely, out of all of these, Fire Staff seems the weakest. And you see it the least. And then Hatchet, Greatsword is OP, and Bow and Musket is OP. I think I stand by this. Thank you for the feedback and your personal experience with New World. The following questions are about your opinions about New World as a whole, development, marketing, and communications. How do you feel about the direction of New World over the last month? The game is actually getting... I don't think it's getting much better, not from the PvP perspective. I don't think it's getting better, and I don't think it's the same. I think it's getting worse because they're not doing PvP updates. As soon as they leave the PvP out of this, the game, I don't think it has enough in PvE to keep the game afloat. So I'm gonna say it's getting worse. How do you feel about the communication from the game team? Okay, frequency of content, I'm neutral. I mean, they're doing their event, right? Where they, not event, but they're doing their return to Aeternum. No, not the return to Aeternum. What's it called? They do a little YouTube things. I forgot the name of it, but they do communicate it. Timeliness of content. Okay, they're pretty slow on getting the important stuff out, I think. And completeness of content, this is where I think they're also a little bit lazy. Especially when they come up with a good update, but then they don't build on it. They just release the update, they're like, okay, that's good. But like, I don't know, I don't think it's good yet. We'll see. I think I'd go with this though, because timeliness of content, I feel like for the PvP side of things, if you just give us a new like OPR map that is smaller with no PvE, or a new game mode that's like King of the Hill or Capture the Flag, and have it a small map where people can fight, this goes from here to strongly satisfied in a matter of minutes. And then completeness of content is just one of those things where, man, maybe I'm not really fair with this, because realistically, like, when they come out with stuff, it's actually, lately it's not been bad. Like, look at like Starstone mutation thingy. It was actually kind of decent. I'm between dissatisfied and neutral, but I guess what I don't like about it is like events like Turkulon. They just drop a turkey in that you're supposed to kill like 20 times, right? And then the rewards are there, kind of, and it's like, you know? And there's been no PvP content as well, so yeah, I'm gonna stick with dissatisfied here. What do you think is the single biggest issue that the New World team needs to address to improve your experience with the game? Single. Can I give them 10? Can I give them 10 single reasons? Okay. What's the biggest issue? Lack of PvP updates. Here are some creative ideas. Okay, I'll do it like this. Here are some creative ideas. Okay, release a smaller OPR map. Release another OPR map. Smaller, no PvE. Could be located in a brimstone, let's say, in a brimstone area with no vegetation. Could consist of a singular fort that people have to fight over. Ability for a new game mode, even, perhaps called King of the Hill. In this game mode, you could use the OPR point system to give the team that is controlling the point a slight... Wait, how the fuck do we do it? In this game mode, you could use the OPR point system to give the team that is controlling the point slight trickle of points, almost the same way OPR is at the moment. This could be a random chance of proccing. No, wait. Yeah, this could be a random chance of proccing when queuing OPR, or a whole new game mode altogether. Most importantly, the players would love to have more ways of engaging in PvP activities, and we definitely need some refreshment in that department. Okay, I'm becoming a fucking philosopher over here. Here are some creative ideas. Release another OPR map, smaller, no PvE, could be located in Brimstone, could consist of singular fort. People have to fight over, ability for new game mode even, perhaps called King of the Hill. Another new game mode idea could be capture the flag, and all of those can... all of those... Wait, what? Huh? What happened, bro? It just kicked me to the top. Oh my god, it ruined everything. Lack of people. Here are some creative. Release another Bro! Release another OPR map. Smaller, could be located in Brimstone with no vegetation. Could consist of a singular people have to fight over. Could consist of a singular fort that people could fight over. An ability new game mode even. Perhaps called King of the Hill. Another new game mode idea could be capture the flag. And all of those in this game... Huh? Bro, it fucking ruined my sentence. Look, it just made... Bro. What do you mean you can expand the text box? Should I just... I'm gonna fucking notepad copy paste it at this point. There is absolutely no way they did me dirty like that. Hold up. Like, what the fuck is this? Lack of... Seriously, here are some creative... Release another OPR map. Could consist... ability new game mode in, perhaps called King of the Hill. Could be capture the flag. Like, bro, it literally just ruined everything. Whatever. Okay, but this just kind of ruins it now, no? Fuck. How do I do this better? I'm trying to do like a good idea. Release another OPR map. It's smaller to engage in more PvP combat and to prevent the highlight of bow/musket gameplay and running back and forth. Let me do it like that actually. Okay. Release another game mode. Game mode example king. Okay, let's do it like this. I'm really bad at typing this, but I wanna make sure that I do like a good attempt. I give them some suggestions that we've been talking about on stream often. So release another game mode example King of the Hill. Similar to how OPR tick system works, in this game mode players would compete to become the king of the fort. You could use some of the new castles located in the world with the recent quest update. Sure, I guess with recent quest update, maybe with the recent leveling update. Okay, that's like one idea, right? Players would compete to become the king of the fort. The fort should be slightly more exciting with a lot more entrances to prevent people from just stacking the gates, right? Okay. Something like that. Let's just see. The team that would achieve 1000 points first, same as in OPR, would be victorious. Activity like that also requires decent rewards. Can be in line with OPR rewards. So PvP players have the chance of obtaining their beast pieces through the PvP activity. There we go. And then we can do release another game mode example, capture the flag. Read above, similar idea, invade the fort, grab the flag, bring it back to the fort. Team with most flags wins after X amount of time. There you go. Dude, I gave them some ideas, okay? They can work with it, I'm sure. The most important one is the lack of PvP updates. Here are some creative ideas. I give them 1, I give them 2, I give them 3. That should be good. Sorry this took a little bit of time. And there we go. We thank you for the time spent taking this survey. Absolutely, no worries. If you guys want to take this survey yourself, I recommend you to get into the New World, click on this New World survey right here, and maybe you can help developers come up with some cool ideas. Now, if you did end up seeing this video and you want to go through with the survey, and maybe you want to suggest a smaller OPR map, or maybe you want to suggest another game mode, maybe the developers can see what we actually want. But yeah, that's the point of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon with another one, whenever that will be. Thank you for watching.